Hey guys, welcome back. You have to forgive me for looking really crappy. I did put on a little bit of makeup to try to make myself look a little better, but I feel like crap. I was up sick all last night and this morning, so I'm struggling to keep water and food down. So I decided that now's as good a time as any to make this video. So unfortunately, to begin with, we've had another brand bite the dust. Lipstick Queen is no longer cruelty-free. So I recently fell for the hype and I bought this blush. This is Lipstick Queen Black Lace Rabbit. It's a black blush. And I thought it just looked really freaking cool. When you put it on the skin, it is like this, sort of like this berry burgundy color. It's a very sheer shade and with a little bit of gold shimmer. So it looks really great. I thought it would be perfect for fall. And I was sharing it on my Instagram stories and a couple of you messaged me and said, hey, Lipstick Queen isn't cruelty free anymore. And I'm like, really? I haven't heard anything. So I reached out to the brand by email and by Facebook and by Instagram. Didn't get a response at all. Nothing. And one of the girls from the Phyrra Nyx Facebook group reached out to Space NK, who is Lipstick Queen's parent company, and she got like a really nice, well thought out response that basically said that Lipstick Queen is currently cruelty free right now as of this moment, but they're planning to start selling in China later this year. So to me, they are no longer cruelty free. I'm going to be returning that blush that I bought, even though, you know, like right now they're still cruelty free. But to me, they are no longer cruelty free because they decided to sell in China, and I'm extremely disappointed by this. I feel like it's a step backwards whenever brands like Lipstick Queen and NARS decide, oh, hey, we're going to go sell in China. And, you know, automatically that means, well, their products are going to be tested on animals. It's terrible. And I know that there are some people out there who like to use the discussion that, oh, nothing is truly cruelty-free. Every ingredient was originally tested on animals. Well, I'm of the opinion that sure, everything was originally tested on animals, even water. But that doesn't mean that we need to be testing on animals today, right now. Especially because, and I'll go into this more later, but animal tests aren't even that accurate for cosmetics. What I was reading when I was looking into this earlier was that basically animal tests for cosmetics have up to a 40% error rate. So that's not even really helpful. Things like epiderm, which is an in vitro test that is made up of human skin cells, is absolutely more accurate at identifying whether or not a product is going to be an irritant to a human. So brands should be using this and not animal tests. Anyway, on to the next brand I want to talk about, Nyx. Now, I swear this rumor starts every few months where somebody emails me and says, oh my God, Nyx isn't cruelty-free. Something changed. And so this happened again recently. It was brought up again in the Phyrra Nyx Facebook group, which if you're not a member of, you should join because we have a lot of fun talking about makeup, sharing looks, and just talking about other things. You know, everything that's going on in life, we talk about it in there. Anyways, somebody recently said, oh my God, Nyx isn't cruelty free. What am I going to do? So I went and looked, I was looking up some information on it. When you go to Nyx's website, they have a pretty good cruelty-free statement. Let me read it to you. Nyx Professional Makeup is certified and acknowledged by organizations such as PETA as a cruelty-free brand. We're committed to producing 100% cruelty-free cosmetics. We don't test any of our products on animals. They also link to their parent company L'Oreal's statement. So let me read you L'Oreal's statement. Just to be clear, L'Oreal is not a cruelty-free brand. L'Oreal has developed a very rigorous safety evaluation procedure of its products backed by research well before the question of animal testing was raised by civil society or within a regulatory framework. L'Oreal has been committed to new methods of assessing safety that don't involve animals. A true pioneer, L'Oreal has been reconstructing human skin models in laboratories to elaborate in vitro safety tests since 1979. This is true. I found multiple sources that back this statement up. In 1989, L'Oreal completely ceased testing its products on animals, thus 14 years before the regulation required to do so. Today, L'Oreal no longer tests its ingredients on animals and no longer tolerates any exception to this rule. Certain health authorities may nevertheless decide to conduct animal tests themselves for certain cosmetic products, as is still the case in China. L'Oreal has been the most active company working alongside the Chinese authorities and scientists for over 10 years to have alternative testing methods recognized and permit the cosmetic regulation to evolve towards a total and indefinite elimination of animal testing. Thanks to this, since 2014, certain products manufactured and sold in China like shampoo, body wash, or makeup are no longer tested on animals. Again, as much as I could research this, it does seem to be true to a point. So one of the awesome ladies in the Phyrra Nyx Facebook group had emailed Nyx to say, hey, what are you guys currently saying? What is your status? Are you still cruelty-free? Let me read you the response that she got back. Hi, we understand your concerns, and Nyx Professional Makeup is certified and acknowledged by organizations such as PETA as a cruelty-free brand. We're committed to producing 100% cruelty-free cosmetics, and we do not test any of its raw materials or finished products on animals. Check out PETA's Courage and Commerce Award. And then, so that basically mirrors what you see on Nyx's website under their FAQ. And then it mirrors, and then it has a paragraph that mirrors what you see basically on L'Oreal's site, which is certain health authorities may nevertheless decide to conduct animal tests themselves for certain cosmetic products, such as is still the case in China. L'Oreal's been the most active company working alongside the Chinese authorities and scientists for over 10 years to have alternative testing methods recognized. Sorry, I'm struggling today. And permit the cosmetic regulation to evolve towards a total and definite elimination of animal testing. Thanks to this, since 2014, certain products manufactured and sold in China like shampoo, body wash, or makeup are no longer tested on animals. Okay, so I feel like this also comes from the L'Oreal official statement on their website, but it looks really scary to somebody who's cruelty-free because it brings up China and it says that this testing has been eliminated, which is kind of true, kind of not. So let me go into a little bit of detail about that. Nyx is cruelty-free. They're not testing on animals. They're not selling anywhere that testing is required. So while it is scary for them to link to and quote L'Oreal's testing policy, I don't think any of that has changed. I think they have to do it because of a lawyer. So while Nyx is cruelty-free, L'Oreal is not. Tashina from Logical Harmony recently reached out to Nyx to say, why are you guys saying this? It's really confusing and it sounds scary to your cruelty-free consumers. And the response she got back is that basically it's all one internal customer service department for all the L'Oreal brands. They want to have internal consistency, so that needs to be there. So again, it's somebody like a lawyer who said you have to add this information. So even though Nyx is cruelty-free, they have to also link to the parent company's testing policy, which is L'Oreal's policy, which isn't cruelty-free. So I want to address a specific section from the email that I feel like is very confusing, and a lot of people seem to think that this is true. A lot of people seem to think that since 2014, certain products manufactured and sold in China like shampoo, body wash, and makeup are no longer tested on animals. So this isn't exactly true. China requires mandatory animal testing on products that are on products like makeup, perfume, skincare, nail polish, hair dye, deodorant, sunscreen, and whitening products. That law that they talk about only applies to Chinese brands that are made in China. The Chinese brands are basically exempt from animal testing. American brands, Canadian brands, whatever brands from outside of China that are importing their items are not exempt. So my source for that is HSI. I will link to that document so you can look it over, but I researched this and looked into it, and that's what it is. So it's true for some products that are made in China, but it is not true for American brands like Nyx or, whoever. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that a brand can be cruelty-free and sell in Hong Kong, which is part of China, but Hong Kong is exempt from animal testing. They have like their own laws. They're kind of they kind of do their own thing almost, but they're still part of China. You can sell, Nyx or somebody can sell in Hong Kong and be cruelty-free. Another interesting thing is that you can sell online in China and not have a physical storefront, and your products are exempt from testing. So basically it's like if you have a physical storefront where they can go grab items from a shelf, that's where you're going to see some post-market testing happen. There are some interesting loopholes for testing in China. So some brands bribe the government. Some brands use human cadavers to do testing instead of animals. So that's actually a workaround. Kind of creepy, but apparently it works, and why not? Apparently one thing that used to happen that I don't know if it still happens is that you can ship like semi-filled bottles of stuff and then repackage it, ship semi-filled bottles of stuff from Mexico or America or whatever, ship those over to China and then repackage it, and then it would be exempt from testing. I think that loophole has closed, but I found an article talking about that, which was fascinating because I didn't know that even existed. So anyway, I hope that clears up a little bit of stuff about Nyx and China, because Nyx is cruelty-free. The last brand I want to talk about is Urban Decay. Recently, I went to Leaping Bunny's website when I was researching some brands, and I saw that Urban Decay was no longer listed. So I reached out directly to my contact at Urban Decay to say, hey, what's going on? She gave me this official statement that I can share with you. Since the founding of Urban Decay, we have always been a cruelty-free brand. This means that we ensure that our products and ingredients are not tested on animals at any point in our sourcing, manufacturing, and distribution processes. We are very proud of both our role in the fight to end animal testing and the relationships we have built with organizations like Leaping Bunny over the past 20 years. Urban Decay will no longer be participating in the Leaping Bunny program. However, we want our fans to know that this doesn't change anything about how we operate. We remain completely dedicated to our cruelty-free mission and continue to uphold our cruelty-free certification through other organizations. So yes, Urban Decay is still cruelty-free. No, they are not Leaping Bunny certified this year. Yes, Urban Decay will still continue to fight animal testing. Yes, they're still going to do things like the Violet Edge, which empower women around the world. No, they're not selling anywhere that requires animal testing. And yes, I will continue to support Urban Decay. They're still my favorite brand. So anyway, I hope you find this video helpful. I know I've covered a lot of different topics. To summarize, basically, Lipstick Queen, not cruelty-free. Nyx Cosmetics, cruelty-free. L'Oreal, not cruelty-free. Urban Decay, cruelty-free. On a more personal note, Phyrra had surgery last week, so if you see her back here in her little cone of shame, that's why. She had a cyst removed from her waterline and her back foot. Both of them are healing nicely. I just got the pathology back today from the vet. They're both non-cancerous. They were benign, so I'm thrilled about that. And I think I have to go get sick, so I'm going to cut this video short. Please be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share. And don't forget to click that little subscribe button down below so you don't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys.